Okay, Colossians 3 and 25.
Colossians 3 and 25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done.
Hear that? He that doeth wrong, that's breaking the laws of the Most High, shall receive for the wrong which he hath done. Read.
And there is no respect of persons.
There's no respect of persons with the Most High. We as individuals. That's why everybody gonna meet the judgment seat of Mashiach Yahushua as a single person. Individuals. You're going to be individualist then. In the judgment, you're going to be individualist. Now we're supposed to be, dealing with being an Israelite, coming together. Galatians 6 and 7.
Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Be not deceived.
Be not deceived. Don't be fooled. Don't be lied to. Read.
Most High is not mocked.
Most High is not mocked. You can't mock the Most High. Read.
For whatsoever a man soweth,
whatever you do, read.
That shall he also reap.
That shall he also reap. Okay? So whatever you do, you're going to be judged by what you do. Now, going back to 1 Maccabees, the first chapter, we just went through this, so we're not going to go through the whole thing. We're going to understand you can read for yourself. Uh-oh, you want to keep something from us, they say put it in the book. So you can read for yourself all the way to the end. And you get some understanding on 1 Maccabees, the first chapter from 41 to approximately 63 or 64. It ends then. Let's go to 1 Maccabees 4. And let's start at verse 28.
1 Maccabees chapter 4, verse 28. The next year, therefore, following Lysias, gathered together 70,000 choice men of foot, and 5,000 horsemen, that he might subdue them.
Right, so we went through this during the time of Feast of the Dedication. That's what we're looking at. This is the time that the temple was dedicated back to us. Remember, if you look at, we must cover that at least, what they did in the sanctuary. Let's read verse 46 of 1 Maccabees, the first chapter.
Verse 46, 1 Maccabees chapter 1. And pollute the sanctuary and holy people. So this is what Antiochus Epiphanes had done to us. He polluted our sanctuary where we go to worship and the holy people who are the children of Israel. You read Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Just to prove it. Deuteronomy 1 and 1 said, these be the words of the Most High when he spake to Moses on this side of Jordan to Israel. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people. There it is. Okay, let's go back. So he polluted the holy people. Who? The children. We'll get Deuteronomy 1 and 1 in case I quoted it wrong. I might paraphrase it wrong. So you know that it's talking to Israel, the holy people of the Most High. Read that. Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on the side Jordan. Right, that's all you need. So you see, these are the words that Moses spoke to all Israel. Okay? So now going to 1 Maccabees, the 4th chapter. No, we're still in the 1st chapter. I want you to read what they did. In verse 47. They polluted the sanctuary and holy people who are the children of Israel. Verse 47. Verse 47. Come. Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts. Yeah, this is what they done. You know, knowing that a pig is an abomination to us, whereas we're not supposed to even deal with that, period. You know. But here it is. They had to sacrifice of swine flesh and all abominable things on the altar. Unclean beasts. You see what I mean? Contrary to the Levitical law, when you read Leviticus 11 and 7, I believe, read that. Just the dietary law. Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. That's what I said. He's unclean. And this chapter tells us what's clean and what's unclean
as far as our dietary laws, according to the Most High. Read.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
So knowing this, that's why I say, you hear me say sometime that these wicked, idolatrous heathen read the Bible and they read it backwards. That's why you see they have swine and unclean beasts that we would sacrifice on our altars, because the Most High said we're not supposed to touch a swine. We ain't supposed to touch a dead pig carcass, right? So that's why they would go in here and look at what we're dealing with to make us abominable. You see, because they know. We don't know because we're ignorant to the fact of even knowing what's right according to the Most High's way. You see what I'm saying? We don't know as a people. So we follow and really respect the heathen, especially Esau, more than we do ourselves. Let Esau tell what I'm saying now. They be all into it.
Then they start listening.
Yeah, then they start listening, right? Oh, wow. The white man said it. Oh, man, oh, man, did y'all hear that? I mean, I look at, like on YouTube, when the white woman came up and said, hey, you're the children of Israel, and I'm a heathen, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to serve you guys. She got thousands and thousands of views. The Edomite, just put the Edomite up there. Edomite confession. I know we're going to be slaves to you guys. Everybody doctored to it. Oh, you see that? Wow, the white man said it. Get up. Look, get up. I'm going to tell you, get Ezekiel 39, and let's read verse 23. They know. I mean, that's why I say, that's why you see they're doing contrary to what's right. And here we are following their way that's contrary to the Most High. And the Mashiach Yahushua. They ain't following nothing like this, but read.
Ezekiel chapter 29.
39, verse 23.
39. Ezekiel chapter 39, verse 23. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity.
Hear that? These heathen know. That's why you think they have us sacrificing swine flesh and unclean beasts, because we didn't have that in the temple, in the sanctuary. We had clean animals that we sacrificed to, and it's in the scriptures. So they know. So what they're going to do? They're going to read it backwards. That's the devil. You say it's this way, and they come opposite of it, right? Deceitful and evil.
To be a snare.
Yeah. Let's read.
Because they trespassed against me.
Trespassed against the Most High. Read.
Therefore hid I my face from them.
That's why the Most High hid his face from us. And he didn't know this. Read.
And gave them into the hand of their enemies.
Gave us into the hand of our enemies. Read.
So fell they all by the sword.
That's right. Fulfill us all by the sword. Why? Because we ain't want to listen to the Most High. You got another way you can find him in your own way. See, the problem is our people have created their own power in their own mind, and it's contrary to the word of the Most High. That's why we suffer in the way we are now. See, but the people, they worship Nimrod. They worship Semiramis, just like you do today if you go up in the church on the sun day. The worship of the sun that day is the worship of the sun. The Most High, look at any calendar, he said, worship me on the seventh day. And they put it in your face. Look at any calendar, you'll see the first day of the week is sun day. And Salakia for even saying the abominable day that it is that represents Nimrod. He got his own day that they go up in the church and they honor him. The seventh day is this day to tomorrow evening. The day is from evening to evening. But even Esau give you a day starting at 12 o'clock at night, but our people be flipped out behind not following the way of the heathen. When we just saying a few hours before he say the day start, it starts a few hours before he says it starts, it's still going to be the next day at 12 o'clock, right? So when you wake up tomorrow morning, it's still going to be the next day. It just starts earlier. What's so hard about that? From evening to evening. That's why we're coming back to our understanding of how it's supposed to be and not his way, the way of the heathen. See, the people worship Nimrod then and they worship him now up in the church. When you see, a lot of times you look at the Pope with this black Madonna, so-called black Madonna and black child, that's Semiramis and Nimrod. You know Mashiach. Semiramis and Nimrod. And they put him as Caesar Borgia and the White Mary in front of your face, but they go there dealing with Semiramis and Nimrod. As it always been. You see? Look at the picture. You see the big forehead, how the Ethiopians had that forehead. Look at it. You can see it. I see it clearly. We look at those pictures. They said, "Oh, this like that ain't Mary and the Mashiach Yahushua. You better wake up." That's what they. When do they say you gotta honor them? On the first day of the week, which is his day. Been like this. December 25th. That's his birthday. This is the December 21st, what you call the winter solstice, when he comes back into power on the pagan side of things. Look at that right now. People are having such a good time. Like I was listening last night, people just like it was so bad for these days of the winter solstice coming in, called debauchery. People getting drunk and having orgies, all kind of madness was going on during this time. The people celebrate. Don't forget, they having what they call human sacrifices. While you celebrating and having this good time, all that, you celebrating the fact of all these people that you see on the walls of Walmart and those that you don't know anything about, that they're stealing and have them in a cage somewhere, and they bring them out during this time and sacrifice them all the time. The occult holidays. People are being sacrificed while you having a good time celebrating and sending up your best wishes and high praises to demons that they're calling upon. That's what you're celebrating. How many people did they sacrifice this year? This is something that's abominable. There's not anything that you should be following at all. Straight up. Let me get some more. Let's get Jeremiah 44. Start at verse 16.
Jeremiah chapter 44, verse 16.
Right.
As for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Most High.
Even though we speak of Yahweh about Shem Mashiach Yahushua, this is what wicked Israel said. What?
We will not hearken unto thee.
We ain't going to listen to you. So it said in the beginning in the spirit, because that's not prepared. In the spirit it say, tell them whether they what? Hear or forbear. So it's, hey, the word you speaking to me, Jeremiah, we ain't going to listen to you. Even though you coming, Yahweh about Shema Mashiach Yahushua, we don't want to hear what you got to say. Read.
But we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth.
Yeah, we're going to still follow Christmas and all the rest of the pagan holidays that they done set up. Read.
To burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven.
There she is right there. The Queen of Heaven, Semiramis. We're going to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven. Read.
And to pour out drink offerings unto her.
And pour out drink offerings unto her. How many days in a sacrifice unto the Queen of Heaven here and everywhere else? Pour out drink offerings unto her. What's the drink offering that they have right now? The main offering that they have right now, the main drink that comes out only during this time basically is what?
Eggnog.
Eggnog.
That eggnog, see? It only comes out here during this time. Read.
As we have done, we and our fathers, our kings and our princes, in the city of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then had we plenty of victuals, and were well, and saw no evil.
Yeah, that's why people in the church say, oh, no, I'm blessed. I don't know about no curses. Because they follow the Queen of Heaven. The same thing they'll say today. Same thing they said then. Oh, we following them. We ain't saying no evil. We ain't nothing happened to us. We blessed and highly favored, right? Because they following the Queen of Heaven. Every week. In their own way, right? How they've been programmed, brain polluted, to follow the same traditions as we done before. They just don't know. Read.
But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven,
Since we stopped burning incense to Semiramis, read.
and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things, and have been consumed by the sword and by the famine.
See? We had bad lessons. We stopped dealing with her. Yeah, because the Most High made sure he dealt with your butt because you had no business bowing down to no Queen of Heaven, Semiramis. That's what's going to happen to our people today in following the wicked ways of this world. Read.
And when we burned incense to the Queen of Heaven, and poured out drink offerings unto her, did we make her cakes to worship her.
Oh, what do they do right now? You going to tell me they ain't baking cakes, especially from Thanksgiving all the way to Christmas? They breaking cakes. In a lot of places, at least where I'm from, they always bake cakes during this time. You see? Go ahead.
And pour out drink offerings unto her.
Yeah, and they had that eggnog with the brandy and the whiskey or whatever else they put in it to get drunkards of her and act a fool. Read.
Without our men.
Go ahead.
Then Jeremiah said unto all the people, to the men and to the women, and to all the people which had given him that answer, saying,
Hey, this was Jeremiah boldly said. Read.
the incense that ye burn in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, ye and your fathers, your kings, and your princes, and the people of the land, did not the Most High remember them, and came it not into his mind?
Yeah, you think the Most High ain't checking everything that's being done? Read.
So that the Most High could no longer bear, because of the evil of your doings, and because of the abominations which ye have committed. Therefore is your land a desolation, and an astonishment, and a curse, without an inhabitant, as at this day.
That's right, man. You look over there, what you think is Israel, that's not the true Israel. That place is desolate, as he said, as this day. So he's not a man he should lie, so you better wake up and see what he's saying. Read.
Because ye have burned incense, and because ye have sinned against the Most High, and have not obeyed the voice of the Most High, nor walked in his law, nor in his statutes, nor in his testimonies. Therefore this evil is happened unto you as at this day.
Right, how you think, just like people, they've been wicked all this time, and they figure when I was wicked, I'm getting blessed. Because this is a consolation now. You understand? Because they follow the way of the world. But then when they stop being wicked, then they say, okay, well, why am I going through all these changes? Because the Most High said he's going to deal with you. Get Isaiah 48 and 10. All of a sudden you think, oh, I'm going to stop. All of a sudden now everything will be cool with me. When the Most High said, you're supposed to be right. You're supposed to be right and righteous in his eyes by following his rules and regulations, his commandments, and you don't, and you think the Most High going to bless you. That's why he say he's going to do this to you. Read.
Isaiah chapter 48 verse 10. Behold, I have refined thee.
Yeah, the Most High say refining you once you come out of this wickedness. Read.
But not with silver.
Not with silver. Read.
I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction.
You hear that? He chose you in the furnace of affliction. Read.
For mine own sake.
For his own sake.
Even
Read.
for mine own sake.
Even for the Most High's sake. Come on.
Will I do it?
Will he do it? Read.
For how should my name be polluted.
Our name is in his name. His name is in our name. Say, how should my name be polluted by a bunch of wicked people like you? Read.
And I will not give my glory to another.
Say, he ain't giving his glory to another. Hear that, all you that want to bring everybody else in. He said he would not what?
And I will not give my glory to another.
He ain't giving his glory to no other people. He's saying. Read.
Hearken unto me.
Say, listen to him. Read.
O Jacob and Israel, my cult. I am he. I am the first. I also am the last.
That's right, man. That's our power. Most high power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And he's giving his glory to us. Of Mashiach Yahweh Shai. He's saying he's giving nobody else because he said, Mary shall bring forth a son. I shall call him a Mashiach Yahweh Shai. For he shall save his people from their sins. What do it say? He's going to save all the heathen from their sins. I seen where he say he's going to visit the sins of Edom, which is the superpower of the earth today. So all these nations have not known the judgment of the Most High. Here you are thinking that, oh, they can just come in and do whatever we're doing now and going to be okay for all the times that they don't live and have not followed the way of the Most High in the Mashiach Yahweh Shai. As Israel, learning the way of the heathen, thinking that it's okay. Go back to Jeremiah 44.
Jeremiah chapter 44, verse 22.
23.
23. Because ye have burned incense, and because ye have sinned against the Most High, and have not obeyed the voice of the Most High, nor walked in his law.
So you already said you ain't obeyed the voice of the Most High, of Mashiach Yahweh Shai, the word of the Most High, nor walked in his law. He gave us rules and regulations, read.
Nor in his statutes.
Nor in his statutes, read.
Nor in his testimonies.
Nor in his testimonies, read.
Therefore this evil is happened unto you, as at this day.
That's right. That's why this evil came upon them. Because they wasn't following the righteousness of the Most High, his laws, his testimonies, his statutes. Read.
Moreover, Jeremiah said unto all the people, and to all the women, hear the word of the Most High, all Judah that are in the land of Egypt.
Hear that? He's telling all the people and to all the women that was raising themselves up to be someone before the eyes of the Most High in wickedness. Read.
Thus saith the Most High.
This is what the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, of what?
Of hosts.
Of armies. Read.
The power of Israel.
The power of Israel. What did he say?
Say, ye and your wives have both spoken your mouths.
You say, hey, you and your wise men, you men, you and your wives have spoken loud with your mouth. I hear you. Hear what you're saying. Read.
And fulfilled with your hand. Say, we will surely perform our vows that we have vowed.
Yeah, we're going to surely perform the vows that they vowed. The words that they say. That's why I say you got to watch what you say, because to the Most High, that's a vow. Read.
To burn incense to the Queen of Heaven.
To burn incense to the Queen of Heaven. Come on.
And to pour out drink offerings unto her.
And to pour out drink offerings unto the Queen of Heaven. Semiramis. Read.
You will surely accomplish your vow.
Yeah, you're going to accomplish your vow as people are today. Doing the same thing. Accomplish the vow of worshiping the Queen of Heaven, Semiramis. Read.
And surely perform your vows.
And surely perform your vows. Read.
Therefore hear ye the word of the Most High.
So you hear what I got to say to you, Israel. Most High saying, read.
All Judah that dwell in the land of Egypt, behold, I have sworn by my great name.
He said, I'm swearing by my great name. Yahweh, read.
Saith the Most High.
Said the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. What did he say? Read.
That my name shall no more be the name in the mouth of any man of Judah.
Hear that? He said, my name is going to be named in the mouth of any man of Judah. Read.
In all the land of Egypt, say the Most High power liveth.
Woo. So he took his name out of the mouth of those of Judah. Just say the Most High liveth. Read.
Behold, I will watch over them for evil.
Here he said, I'm going to watch over you for evil. I'm going to bring evil upon you. Read. This is the Most High. This ain't Satan. This is the Most High. Now, he used Satan for the evil, but he said, I'm going to watch over you for evil. Read.
And not for good.
And not for good. I'm taking my glory away from you. Mashiach Yahushua ain't bringing no blessings to you, he's saying. I'm going to send Satan on you. Because I create evil, the Most High said. Read. In Isaiah 45:7. Read.
And all the men of Judah that are in the land of Egypt shall be consumed by the sword and by the famine, until there be an end of it.
Right, so I'm going to get rid of all of them that's living in that land. Read.
Yet a small number that escape the sword shall return out of the land of Egypt into the land of Judah. And all the remnant of Judah that are gone into the land of Egypt to sojourn there shall know whose word shall stand, mine or theirs.
That's right, you're going to know, even today, whose word going to stand. Either the Most High's word or yours. That's what he said to Israel. And he's saying it to you right now in 2015. If you still following the way of the heathen, following the pagan day of Christmas, we're going to see if your word going to stand or the Most High word going to stand. Or whatever you're doing that's abominable that he say don't do. Going to find out if your word going to stand or his. Read.
And this shall be a sign unto you, saith the Most High, and that I will punish you in this place, that ye may know that my words shall surely stand against you for evil.
Woo! You hear what he said? That his word gonna stand against you for evil, not for good, not for anything righteous, but for evil, for doing the wrong things according to the word of the Most High. That's why I say people are not afraid of the Most High. They don't fear the Most High. But when he bring that evil and he start to destroy you and start laughing at you as he destroy you, what you gonna do then? Then you want somebody to feel sorry for you, but then you ain't following what he say do. You understand? Or not concerned about how do the Most High feel about this? How do the Most High feel about that? Nobody concerned about him. Wait till he start to vex people. Then you're gonna call him. He's gonna laugh at you. He's gonna mock you when your fear comes, because you're not afraid of him now. So when he starts to tear your butt up, what he say? Read that again up.
And this shall be a sign unto you, saith the Most High, that I will punish you in this place, that ye may know that my words shall surely stand against you for evil.
He says his word's going to stand against you for evil. Thus say the Most High. So what about all these songs they be singing during Christmas time? Silent night, holy night. Oh, Christmas tree, all these different songs they sing. Give me Amos 5:21. How do the Most High feel about that? And all the gathering together, to come together for the great Christmas dinner and so forth. The big feast that you have for this pagan day of Nimrod's birthday. And you won't find nowhere in the Bible where we celebrated birthdays. Nowhere. 2 birthdays mainly that's mentioned, besides Mashiach Yahushua's birth, is John the Baptist getting his head cut off, because Herod's daughter wanted the head of John the Baptist, and the butler getting put to death on Pharaoh's birthday. That's the way of the heathen. So now you're dealing with not a Mashiach Yahushua's birthday, but the birthday of Nimrod. By the Most High say he's going to bring evil upon you. Read this.
Amos chapter 5, verse 21.
Because you know, you're all on TV, you turn the TV on all day, that's all they're going to be singing is Christmas songs. Read this.
I hate.
Most High said, I hate. Read.
I despise your feast days.
He said, I despise your feast days. Read.
And I will not smell in your solemn assembly.
So you ain't going to smell in your solemn assembly. Y'all all come together for this pagan day of Christmas. So I despise, I hate your feast days. I will not smell when you try and send up your prayers to me over your fat ham. your fat turkey, whatever you have, in abomination, because you know you got it. You're cooking your gizzards, your your animal body parts in the gizzards. Well, that's the part that the Most High, we sent up to the Most High. We didn't eat no animal parts, the heart and the gizzards and the bladder and you don't know what you eating. All the parts. That's why they stick it in the they clean it out, they put it inside of the dang old bird. And you take it out, you take all that nastiness and then put it inside of a bird out of a bag and cut it up and put it and make your dressing and so forth. Yeah, nasty heathens. You know I'm not lying. That's what they do. Straight up. We didn't have no body parts. We ain't not supposed to be eating no body parts, y'all. Liver is good for you. It's all blood. That's to purify the dang on animal, whatever it is. It's all bloody. Oh, you gonna make it taste good. Yeah. Liver and rice. I remember that, man. It's crazy. Yuck. All the blood of an animal goes to the liver. That goes to us. You know, you keep on drinking, you're gonna tear up your liver. Come on, man. You gonna eat? Come on, let's read on out.
Though ye offer me burnt offerings.
Though you offer the Most High burnt offerings, read.
And your meat offerings.
And your meat offering, your big fat turkey, especially your fat ham that you got cooking. And you're getting ready to chow out on the abomination the Most High saying you're supposed to touch, read.
I will not accept them.
What did he say?
I will not accept them.
He said, I will not accept them, read.
Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
Yeah, so I ain't going to even accept the peace offering of your fat beast. Read.
But let judgment run down.
Verse 23.
Oh, sorry. Take thou away from me the noise of thy song.
Even he say, take away from me. Take it away from me, the noise of your songs. He don't want to hear what you got to sing. Singing them songs, they got nothing to do it. Think about when they singing it. They singing it during the time of Nimrod's birth. They singing it during the time of the winter solstice. They sing it during the time of Titan, which is Satan, which Saul evicted, all these different names pertaining to this particular holiday. Christmas has nothing to do with the Most High, has nothing to do with the Mashiach Yahushua. If so, prove it. Prove it. You can beep all you want to. Prove it. You don't stand for the Most High. You got to stand against this. Because he ain't with it. Think about it. That's why I say people don't love him. You don't love a Mashiach Yahushua. This Nimrod's birthday had nothing to do with his birth, and you ain't said nothing about happy birthday, Jesus Christ. Nah. It's all about what you got, what you gave, what you received, and how drunk you can get or how crazy you can be as it was before. Ain't nothing changed. It's the same old, same old. So drunk you fall into the Christmas tree and knock it over, catch the house on fire. Think about how many people are going to burn up during this time. They burn up during this time. House going to catch on fire. People die. How many people are going to commit suicide because they couldn't get the presents for their children? Ain't no Santa Claus ever going to come down my chimney. He come down looking. I tell you what, think about it. They had to make him white. You had to make Santa Claus white because he was black. You come down a white man's chimney, what you think he'll do? Blow his butt away. He ain't going from neighborhood to neighborhood. He go to one Edomite, come down one Edomite chimney. He's done. But you know, why did they come in? Oh, why did they set, think about it, they set up cookies and milk and cookies and got their little stockings hanging up. And certain things they lay out for Santa. Big bunch of lies, man. Bunch of lies. And you think the Most High ain't going to deal with you. Man, Mashiach Yahushua coming to make war, to judge and make war. You think he ain't going to deal with you? And this is what you've been doing. You know, think about it. I want you to be a good child. I want you to grow up and be righteous. How you going to be righteous when you done taught them lies? Lie after lie after lie. And no good way ain't no Santa Claus did nothing. And you know good and well ain't no white man coming in the hood, coming down the chimney with no presents, because he come to our hood, he ain't going to make it out either. We're going to make sure we get all them presents. So anywhere it goes, he ain't going to make it anyway. Anyway, shape or form. Brett not come in the hood with the whole bag of goodies. Straight up, right? Let him be outside right now. And he come at night too. Hard as it is for us, as the people, he come with a chair with all these presents and stuff. Both sides will make sure that he don't make it out of the hood. That's what I say. He hate. I despise your feast days. See, I ain't smelling with in your fat beasts and your songs. Read that again. Verse 23.
Verse 23.
Come.
Take thou away from me the noise of thy song.
He said, take away from me the noise of your song. I want to hear what you singing. Because you ain't singing to me. You singing to Nimrod. You big dummies. Read.
For I will not hear the melody of thy viol.
He said, I ain't going to hear the melody of your vowels, your string instruments and so forth. Man. Give me Amos 8 and 10.
Amos chapter 8, verse 10. And I will turn your feasts into mourning.
He said, going to turn your feast in the morning. That's why I say people get together. Watch how many people will be jacked up tonight. From tomorrow to the night. He's going to turn your feast in the morning. It's going to be sadness. It's not going to be something that you're going to be escalating, saying this, all that. Yeah. That's what it's coming to. Read.
And all your songs into lamentation.
And all your songs into lamentation. You're going to start crying. You're going to sing all the song. Oh, jingle bells, sing, pow, 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 pow. Most I say you're going to cause your songs into lamentation. The sadness. How many people are going to be sad? How many people are going to really want to sing, but they can't sing? How many people commit suicide because they couldn't get no presents for their children? Because they caught up in the ways of the heathen. Instead of giving them whenever they had the money all throughout the year and say, you want something? Okay, you get it. Not no one day. Get out of here with this madness. Read.
And I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins.
You hear that? He said he's going to bring up sackcloth. That's sadness. Mourning. Read.
And baldness upon every head.
Yeah, because you're going to be very, very sad. You bald your head because you are mourning. It's a sign of humility before the Most High. Read.
And I will make it as the mourning of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day.
That's right. End thereof as a what?
As a bitter day.
As a bitter day, man. Bitter day. Isaiah 1 and 14. Isaiah 1:14.
Isaiah chapter 1, verse 14. Your new moons and your appointed feasts my soul hated. They are trouble unto me. I am weary to bear them.
That's right, man. Go ahead.
And when ye spread forth your hands, I will hide mine eyes from you. Yet, when you make many prayers, I will not hear. Your hands are full of blood.
Yeah, man. We say he ain't going to hear your prayers. He despises your new moon because of the things that you have done that's so abominable before his face, before you do it. It's like people always celebrate the new moon, but then you got to look at you coming before the Most High, and you done did all this wickedness, and here you come before the Most High. That's why he say your hands up in the air. He ain't hearing your prayer. Everybody think the Most High, he's saying like right here, I will not hear your prayer behind the abomination that you have done. That's why you got to be righteous. Going back to this Christmas ham. Y'all know they got the Christmas ham. Right. We already showed that the Most High said in Leviticus 11 and 7, you're supposed to touch a dead pig. Get Deuteronomy 14 and 8.
Deuteronomy chapter 14, verse 8.
Oh yeah, that honey glazed ham that they have going on. Read.
And the swine, because it divideth the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you.
It's unclean. You hear that? It's unclean. It's an abomination. Read.
Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass.
See? You ain't supposed to eat of their flesh, nor touch a dead carcass of a pig, their dead bodies. And all you that do that, the conclusion of the whole matter starts in Isaiah 66:15. All you that want to sit there and say, oh, some of you that went to your people's house and, oh, a little bit ain't going to hurt, looking around. Ain't no Israelite up in here. All these heathens around us. So you go up in your people's house and they invite you over and they got that nice ham. You say, oh, well, I'll try a little bit. I'll try a little bit. This is what the Most High is saying to you. And all you that eat it and don't want to stop eating it. Isaiah 66:15. Because this is the end. The end of the world. This is what he say he's going to do. Read.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15.
Come.
For behold, the Most High will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
That's right, man. He's coming. You're going to send a Mashiach Yahushua to judge and make war, and he's coming with rebuke and flames of fire to burn this place up. Read.
For by fire and by his sword will the Most High plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Most High shall be many. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh.
Eating what?
Eating swine's
Eating the
flesh.
pig. Eating pig, eating hog, eating the swine. Read.
And the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together.
Do y'all realize what fury means? That's a violent anger he's coming with. See, the abomination and the swine, anything that's contrary to those Levitical dietary laws of Leviticus 11 chapter, he said they're going to consume. That's with violent anger. This fire, he's going to burn them up with violent anger. They're going to be consumed together. Those that eat the swine and anything that's abomination. Read.
Say the Most High.
And the mouse. Don't forget about the mouse family. Some people eating squirrel, they eating raccoons, they eating possums, they eating rats, they eating roaches, they eating everything. You name it. They eating it. That's abominable to us. Go ahead.
For I know their works and their thoughts. It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. And I will set a sign among them.
That's right, man. Everybody going to come and see the glory of the Most High, man. They're going to see this without a shadow of a doubt. Ain't going to be no and ifs or buts about it. Maybe. No, ain't no maybe. Everybody that's living going to see Mashiach Yahushua. Get 2 Peter 3:10. See, people playing around, they better understand. This is no playing matter. This is serious as serious can be. Let's read.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10.
Come.
But the day of the Most High will come as a thief in the night.
So he going to come like a thief in the night. You don't know when a thief coming. It's going to come like a thief in the night when he bring this fire upon your butt. Read.
In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Hear that? The heavens going to pass away with a great noise. A great noise. Beyond your imagination. Read.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
The elements that he made through a Mashiach Yahushua going to melt with what?
With fervent heat.
With fervent heat. Over 1,000,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Read.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Yeah, the works and everything that you see in this earth going to be burned up. Read.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved.
Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved. Hear that? Dissolved. Everything you see, especially here in the lake of fire, America, Babylon the Great, gonna be what?
Dissolved.
Dissolved. Read.
What manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness.
or righteousness.
Righteousness.
Right. What manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversations? That's a spiritual conversation, talking about this word, talking about the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua, and righteousness. Talking about his laws, statutes, commandments. That's why he told us, get Joshua 1 and 8. This is what we're supposed to be meditating on. Because, you know, this world tell you to meditate. What it say? You meditate, you do what? You take everything out of your mind. You don't think about anything. You just be in gross darkness. Really, you be in gross ignorance. Because you're not thinking about anything. This is what the Most High told us. That's contrary to this world. That's what the heathens say do, right? This is what the Most High said do. Read.
Joshua chapter 1 verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
No, you're supposed to meditate with nothing in your mind or on your mind.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
You're supposed to meditate on these laws day and night. Read.
That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
So how you going to do the laws of the Most High and you ain't even read them? You don't even know them. You got to do what he say do. His rules and regulations. Read.
For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have a good success.
So why isn't things working for you? Because you ain't meditating on these laws because you don't know them. Your mind thinking about what you going to do today, how the Most High going to work for you to do whatever you want to do. Not you taking the time to learn what he said you supposed to be doing, we supposed to be doing, and following him. Oh no, you got your own way. That's why you're not prosperous. That's why you don't have good success. That's why things aren't working for you, because you ain't doing what he said do. You meditating on something else. Your mind is on something else. Your mind is on the way of the heathen. Still, your brain is polluted by the way of the heathen. That's why you don't see the success that you should have. And then whenever you see somebody else have success, people be jealous and envious and prideful. That's why the Most High hate you, because he say he hate a poor man that's prideful. What you have to be prideful about? You meditating on what? Something that's going to benefit you. Then you go to the Most High and say, help me. How you going to help you when you ain't even doing what he say do? This is real simple. This ain't hard to do, y'all. It's just a matter of reading those laws. This is what it says. This is right. This is wrong. And having faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, because he see what you're doing. The eyes of the Most High upon the sinful kingdom. His eyes are upon whatever we doing. His eyes not upon the wicked. He don't give a damn about the wicked. He don't care about them. He's angry with them every day. So if you fit in that category, he's angry with you and you going to him. And you even thought about what it is he took the time to give us. That's why people say, oh, we ain't under the law. Get Matthew 5:17. Did Mashiach Yahushua do away with the laws of the Most High? Let's read it.
Chapter 5, verse 17.
Come.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
So don't even think that I come to destroy the law. Read.
Or the prophet.
That's the Old Testament. All you New Testament Christians, people that go to church on the first day of the week, you hear what he said? Don't even think that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. So you can't tell me nobody that's going to come forth that the Most High allowed this book to be written by, that's going to tell you that we still don't have to follow his laws, his rules and regulations. Listen, read.
I am not come to destroy.
This is Mashiach Yahushua. He said, I ain't come to destroy, read.
But to fulfill.
But to fulfill. Come on.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass.
Heaven and earth is still here. Heaven and earth is still here, read.
One jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled.
Yeah, till all be fulfilled. Read.
Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
So that's what we're looking at. Those are going to be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. Why? Because they want to find an excuse not to do what's right according to the Most High's word. But I tell you what, I bet you tell them, go do this. And you know it's abomination. You know it's wrong thing to do in Esau's kingdom. I bet you they say, no, I ain't going to do that. Why you not going to do it? Oh, because I'll get in trouble with the white man. They ain't going to say it like that, but they know that there's a judgment that's going to come down if they do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the Most High say, hey, follow me, I'm going to bless you. You don't follow me, I'm going to curse you. Yet still, you want the blessing of the Most High, but you don't want to do what he say do. But you ain't going to do what's wrong according to the law of the land. You see? But you'll do what's wrong according to the law of the Most High. He said it don't matter. That's why you're going to be the least in the kingdom of heaven. He's saying it. Because that's what these preachers are saying. You're not under the law, but you're under mercy and grace. And the mercy and grace only came to the children of Israel, not to anyone else. Only the children of Israel, because we the ones that was given the law. The Gentiles are they are law to themselves. But here we are following them in their way. So you could be what? The least in the kingdom of heaven. Read.
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
So I don't understand how anybody can read that verse and get out of that verse that you're not supposed to keep the laws of the Most High. He said whoever do the law, whoever keep the law, is going to be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Who want to be the least in the kingdom of heaven? Would you want to be the least or the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? You should want to be the greatest. If you do, then you got to do what he say do. His rules and regulations. Point blank, no ifs or buts about it. I just gave you one dietary law. The judgment for you breaking this dietary law. It's a judgment for breaking this moral law, judgment for breaking this civil laws, judgment for breaking this ceremonial laws. All of that is important. The things that we can't do, why we can't do it? We're doing it. So why everybody else can't do it? Because they wicked. And they want to do whatever they want to do, and they want to follow the way of the heathen, because that's who their power is. Their power is the heathen that's set up and having them follow his way, not the way of a Mashiach Yahushua. Read.
For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven.
You come back and say, hey, if your righteousness don't exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees who knew the law. He said, ain't no way you coming into the kingdom. You ain't coming to my kingdom. He gave you an order. Gave you a condition. But you got to hear and adhere to. That's why, I did a lesson on the scribes and Pharisees. Most people didn't listen to it. They ain't paying attention to that. So you already know how the scribes and Pharisees were operated, right? You should. Because he just said, if your righteousness don't exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, you're not going to enter the kingdom of heaven. So as the Spirit showed me, I was like, well, okay, let's see who's going to pay attention to this. Nobody paid attention to it. So therefore, your righteousness should exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees. Because you know how they operated. So you should be able, when I come back and ask you, how do the scribes and Pharisees operate, so you can give me breakdown on that. Or else you're not going to enter the kingdom of heaven. He made it clear. Yeah.
Like, most of the things they were doing were traditions of their fathers. They were being hypocrites, stuff like that.
Yeah, and they will say one thing and do something different.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Contrary to what they would say. That's what we was dealing with all the time. That's why he called them a bunch of vipers. A bunch of poisonous snakes, Call them, ye are your father, the devil. Right. You see what I'm saying? All those kind of things that he said to them because how they were. And that's how Israel could be real. They the ones that killed the prophets. See, they the ones that gave a Mashiach Yahushua up. That's why I read Acts 5 and 30 again.
Acts chapter 5, verse 30. The Most High of our fathers raised up a Mashiach Yahushua, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree.
Yeah, that's talking to the Israelites. Because the wicked Israelites said, crucify him, and let his blood be on us and on our children, and give us the murderer Barabbas. See? That's all I need to just let you know. That's what they did to a Mashiach Yahushua. And he said, you the ones that killed the prophets. Wicked Israelites. That's what we're dealing with here. That's why we got to look into that. You have to, certain things that's being said, at least the Spirit told me, I got to look into that so I make sure that I know how they operated. Not just by the way I think, but Scripture tells you. And the Scriptures are there to look at and to pay attention. But those that have ears to hear, let them hear. Those that have, you've been warned. So your blood is not on me, because I went in there and showed you. Now those that don't really care, then that's on you. But some of you act like the scribes and the Pharisees, and to this day, like they was reincarnated, the spirit in you, because that's how you conduct yourself. So, did the Mashiach Yahushua honor Christmas? No. Get John 10:22. Let's see what he honored. Because it is winter, Con. It's winter. Let's see what he honored.
John chapter 10, verse 22.
Con.
And it was at Jerusalem, the feast of the dedication, and it was winter.
There it is. This is what he honored, the feast of dedication, and it was winter. That's what we just went over. Went through the feast of dedication. Sometimes it falls in late, the last month of Esau. Sometimes it might come in the last part of the 11th month of Esau. Because all those months are named after idols. And that's why the Most High said we ain't supposed to get Exodus. The reason why I say that, I say, Shalaka to the Most High. I'll show my Yahushua for even have to say them names. But some people don't understand unless you bring it to them just the way it is. Get Exodus 23:13.
Exodus chapter 23, verse 13. And in all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect, and make no mention of the name of other idols, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth.
Right, so that's the law, right?
Right.
That's the law. So he's saying we ain't supposed to be making names of calling on these idols that they set up. Remember, the heathen know that we were in the captivity, slavery, and bondage for what? For breaking the laws of the Most High. Therefore, the Most High turned his back on us. He turned his face from us. That's like turning your back on someone. So they know this, so what they're going to do? They're going to give you all these things to do and say you have to do it. Why? Because they want you to go to hell right with them. And it don't matter if you don't know. If you're a heathen, you don't know. If you hear my voice, now you know. You see what I'm saying? So he don't care about you not knowing, because he told us. We ain't follow him and say, I'm going to bring you into, I'm going to pollute you. I'm going to bring you into pollution. And we're polluted by the ways of the Gentiles. All that's here. Where our minds been polluted, our brains been polluted. Our brains have not been washed, but has been polluted by the ways of the Gentiles, the ways of the heathen. Remember, there was a snare to us. It's still a snare to us until this day, Christmas. Has nothing to do with a Mashiach Yahushua. He didn't celebrate no Christmas. You hear what we just read? He celebrated the Feast of Dedication, when we dedicated our temple back to ourselves, to a great warrior, Judas Maccabees and his brothers, and the men that fought against great odds and won over the Edomites and all the nations that was against us as the Israelites. Matthew 26:17.
Matthew chapter 26, verse 17. Now the first day of the feast of unleavened bread.
Just another holy convocation right after Passover. Next day, Feast of Unleavened Bread. First day of Feast of Unleavened Bread. Passover, read.
The disciples came to Mashiach Yahushua, saying unto him, Where wilt thou that we prepare for thee to eat the Passover?
See? He's dealing with the holy feast of the Passover. Where is that at? Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. Start at verse 5.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 5.
In the law. Let's read it.
The law. In the 14th day of the first month.
The 14th day of the first month, which falls primarily between March and April, read. Excuse me, between the 3rd month and the 4th month of Esau's year, read.
At even.
At even, read.
Is the Most High's Passover.
Is the Most High's Passover. That's the 14th day of the first month of our year, which primarily is the third, the fourth month of Esau's year. It comes during that time, read.
And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Most High. 7 days